Showman's Rest is a section of Woodland Cemetery where remains from 1918 circus train wreck were buried. At a mass grave between 60 and 110 employees were killed. Another train conductor fell asleep, causing his train to strike the circus team. Many of the victims' names were not known. So some of the markers say things like unidentified male, baldy, or four-horse driver. Today the second is still used for burials, circus showmen. The cemetery is rumored to be haunted. Locals say the sound of phantom elephants can be heard at night. Alright. Showman's Rest in Forest Park, Illinois. It's a 750 plot section of Woodland Cemetery, mostly for circus performers, owned by the Showman's League of America. The first performers and show workers were buried there in a mass grave when from 56 and 61 employees. The Hagenbeck Wallace Circus were interred. They were killed in the Hammond Circus train wreck on June 22nd, 1918 at Hessville, Indiana, about 51.5 miles east of Hammond, Indiana. On an empty Michigan Central Railroad train from Detroit, Michigan to Chicago, Illinois plowed into the circus train. The engineer of the troop train, Alonzo Sargent, had fallen asleep. Among the dead were Arthur Derrick and Max Knightsborn, the great Derrick brothers, Strongman Act, Jenny Ward Todd of Flying Wards. Showman's League of America formed in 1913 with Buffalo Bill Cody as its first president. Had recently selected and purchased the burial land in Woodland Cemetery at the intersection of Cormac Road and Des Plaines Avenue in Forest Park, Illinois, for its member services. Wrote 5 days after the train wreck. The identity of any of the victims were unknown. Most of the markers noted unidentified male or female. One is marked Smiley, another Baldy, the four-horse driver. Showman's Rest, section of Woodland Cemetery, still used for burials of deceased showmen who are said to be performing now at the biggest of the big tops. A Memorial Day service is held at Woodland Cemetery every year. Other showman rests include Mount Olivet Cemetery, Hugo, Oklahoma. Hugo is a winter circus home which calls itself Circus City, USA. In Miami, Florida, the largest Showman's Rest is at Southern Memorial Park, where the largest elephant and lion statues flank hundreds of markers commemorating circus greats and not so greats. Tampa, Florida, Showman's Rest is located coast of the Greater Tampa Showman's Association near downtown. Following the wreck of June 22nd, 1918, the Hagenbeck Wallace Circus had to cancel only 2 performances. The one in Hammond, Indiana, and its next stop, Monroe, Wisconsin. This was due to a part by the assistance by many of his so-called competitors, including Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, lending needed equipment and performers so that show could go on. The city of Hammond also joined in to help surviving circus performers and workers. Many of the city's residents and shopkeepers gave food and clothing as well. Statues of 5 elephants surround the Showman's Rest section of Woodland Cemetery. In Forest Park, Illinois, elephants had a foot raised with a bone underneath and trunks lowered. Raised trunks are a symbol of joy and excitement. Lowered trunks symbolize mourning. The base of the large center elephant is inscribed with Showman's League of America on the others. Words Showman's Rest. Some nearby residents say that sounds of ghostly elephants can be heard at night. However, as a note, there were no elephants that were buried there. And for those looking for an explanation for the sounds, Brookfield Zoo is only a few miles away. Although no elephants are in captivity, at the zoo as of June 2015.